Hi, this is Julie.
And I'm Jason, and we're Destination Fulltime. Welcome back to the channel. Please remember to like and subscribe. And today we're going to talk about a highly controversial subject. Well, not really. We're just talking about a highly expensive subject called full body paint. So, as most of you know, if you order an RV, you can opt for a number of different paint schemes. And basically what you're getting is automotive paint on the outside of your RV. And at first, I was not a fan.
I was.
Yeah. Julie felt like it would be a good investment. It's about, I believe ours ran about $15,500 to opt for that on our Grand Design Momentum 351M.
I really wanted it. I felt like it gave it a finished look. It just looks so nice when you're pulling up anywhere. It made me feel like it's more of a home and not so much an RV, even though it is an RV. It looks newer, longer. I mean, there's so many reasons why I thought it was a great idea, but I guess I didn't think of what could have happened.
And with us, what could happen usually does. So long story short, I didn't want to do it just because I didn't want to wait on the RV. So if we had not opted for full body paint, we could have got the RV basically the day we went and looked at it. But we did opt for it, and we waited and waited and waited and waited and waited for 22 weeks while it was...
Patiently.
Well, not so patiently, because if you know me, that's not in my vocabulary. But 22 weeks later, we took ownership of our Grand Design Momentum, and we absolutely love it. However, when it comes to full body paint, we may regret it. And the reason for that is about 3.5 months into ownership, we noticed that the areas that had the white paint in our paint scheme started getting little tiny pinhead bubbles. And at first I thought it was just some water on it. I noticed it on my basement door. Went and touched it and found out no, it's not water. It was actually the paint was bubbling. And so I came in and told Julie, and we both kind of said, well, okay, what's next? And so the first thing we did was give a call to Grand Design. And we can say that they were pretty responsive actually in the whole process, which you'll see in this video was a process. So at the end of the video, we'll let you know if we still regret getting full body paint, because it took probably 6 months of living with it before we were able to get it taken care of, because of all the backlogs and everything that's going on in the RV industry right now, plus with our schedule. We had a couple options. One, we could take it to Indiana and get it repainted there and wait 4 to 6 weeks. At least that's what we were told.
Which we were excited about going there to see all the RV stuff and the museum, tour the facility. That would have been really cool.
Yeah, but there was this one little thing that you might not see in your fine print of your warranty information. If you're a full-time RVer, it doesn't cover you being without your home. So we were going to have to find a place to stay in Indiana while our RV was being taken care of. So we opted for option 2, which was for them to send a transport company to come get it and take it to Indiana. Let me back up just a touch with that. Grand Design told us to take it to our dealership, which we did, and we bought our RV from Campers Inn of Ackworth, Georgia, and they've been phenomenal through the whole process. But after they looked at it and we sent some pictures to Grand Design and to Campers Inn, they said, look, that's a big job. And
way too big for us.
Yeah, we don't think we should be trying to do that at the dealership. And Grand Design agreed and said, okay, let's bring it back home and get it taken care of. So that's what we decided to do. And the rest of this video is really gonna show that process, right? The waiting, the wondering, yeah, of what was going on, and then the coming home of the RV. And if we are satisfied with full body paint, or do we still regret it? Because I got to be honest, for the 6 months before it went back to be repainted, I regretted it. It just bothered me to no end to know that there was something wrong with the RV that I personally couldn't fix, and didn't have any way to fix. So
yeah, I mean, tiny little pinholes, you wouldn't think it's that big of a deal, but when you spend the kind of money that you spend on one of these, you expect it to be perfect.
Yeah, full body paint is not cheap. I think ours ran $15,500, so not a small investment. Might be worth it down the road, but for those 6 months, I certainly didn't feel like it was worth the investment.
And I heard about it.
Of course. Anyway, please watch the rest of the video and let us know what you think in the comments. And if you have full body paint, or if you've had any issues with full body paint, let us know about that as well. Also, let us know how your dealer took care of you, or how your manufacturer took care of you. Again, it's not just a Grand Design that offers the full body paint. A lot of them are doing it these days. So let us know your experience, and we're going to share ours with you right now. We are here on week number 1. We've dropped the RV off, and we are hoping to get it returned back to us before the 4 to 6 weeks. Again, our RV is going to Indiana to be repainted, and we are looking for a quick turnaround time. Week number 2. We know that it made it to Indiana, and that's all we know. We were able to track it with our GPS that's attached to it, so we know it is in Indiana, and hopefully it has started the process of being repainted. Alright, we are still at the cabin, and we are now on week 3, so we're hoping it to be finished up next week. We're hoping for the 4-week period instead of the 4 to 6 weeks that they gave us as an estimate. Alright, we're at week number 4 now. No word still on the status, but we're holding on faith that we'll hear shortly. Week number 4. Headed to pick up our RV. It's been 11 long weeks since we last saw our RV. In case you didn't know, we had a paint issue with our Grand Design Momentum 351M that required it to go back to Indiana to Grand Design and be repainted. And today we're headed to the dealership to pick it up.
being hooked up. Yay!
Question of this video was, do we regret getting full body paint on our Grand Design Momentum 351? And the answer is no, we don't. It has definitely been a hassle and very much of an inconvenience over the last especially the last 11 weeks, but overall we would absolutely do it again. We want to thank Grand Design for taking great care of us. We also want to thank Campers Inn of Ackworth, Georgia for taking great care of us through this process of getting it repainted. It looks phenomenal. We're very happy with it. I don't think we would change anything except, it being done right the first time, but,
Or being fixed faster, of course.
Right. But that's life, and that's something that you definitely have to learn to deal with in RV life. Things happen. You have to be flexible and learn to roll with the punches, and that's what we did, and we have good results now. So, if you like this video, we would ask you to please like and subscribe, and look forward to more content coming soon.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.